sides. Tyler Miller-Rodney, Callum Butcher, Cadell Daniel, and Poku. John Bostock, the former Spurs youngster, went on, of course, to play for and captain Notts County. Here's Ibu Grada. He has been superb. 32 saves so far this season. Joe Bennett there wearing the number 10 shirt for M5. I remember him from various football clubs in a very successful career. There's Ruben Jr., formerly of NDL. He's still looking for his first goal in an M5. Sure, there's Miller-Rodney, there's the deflection. Where's Ginge on the sidelines? A quick change. He always does dress up on a match day. One ball forward, Bostock. Can't forget, he was one of their franchise picks last season in season 2. Davies. There's Ikambi. And there's the first corner of the game.
Out for a corner, that's M5's first corner. Just a reminder, 3 corners means penalty.
Cadell Daniel is in conversation today for one of our MVPs of the season. He's been superb. He's won more duels than any other player. Shows how good he is, both defensively and going forward. Where's that going? Oh my days! Jezreel Davies! I don't know what was better, the goal or the celebration. Hubert Grayshit caught sleeping. And he even caught me off guard in commentary. Ibu Grada. How about that for an assist? It's such a simple goal when you look at it. He's played a long pass. It's a glancing header. Robin Van Persie-esque. Bostock didn't battle for it, and suddenly M5 are leading by a goal to 0 here in a goal that Angry Ginge and Sam Cox would think is basics. How they've conceded that. Not a bad way to score your first goal for M5. He was playing for Rutgers last season. Didn't score a single goal for Rutgers. That's his first goal that he scored in Baller League. Surely not another assist from him. He might go for it, why not? And Poku, Bostock, Miller-Rodney, shot over the bar, no trouble there. Well, this was that goal again. Jezreel Davies over the goalkeeper in M5. They were looking for back-to-back wins. Their first 2 weeks they faced Prime. They lost 7-3 to Prime. They faced SDS in week 2, losing 2-1 to them. And then last week they beat Gold Devils 5-3. A chance to build some momentum tonight. Or not! Because Miller-Rodney will tie us up at 1-1. The Billericay Town midfielder will find his second goal for United and will tie us up here at 1-1 before the 5th minute. United ultras will be happy with that one. Gins looks across to them. They're just behind the United goal at the moment in the left top corner. There they are. Junior. Corner. One more corner away from a penalty here, M5. Got a decent selection of goals now, haven't we? Kamara. Brilliant ball from Daniel Miller-Rodney for a double. Over the bar. He's Fisher. What happened there from Kamara? It's a big move for him, moving over from Wembley Rangers. Joe Bennett. Off the body of Callum Butcher. They'll move forward ever so closely towards that United goal. Why not? There's your corner. There's your penalty. Now, it looks like Michael Hill's coming straight on to take the penalty by the looks of it. Michael Hill, the penalty specialist. His first involvement of the game to make it 2-0. What a start from M5. Where the game plan has been implemented, it's been working perfectly. They've won 3 corners, they've scored a ridiculous first goal. How that's gone in. But Michael Hill will make it 2-1 to make it 2-2 straight down the other end. Well defended there by Davies. That would have went for a corner if not. Well, believe it or not, speaking of penalties, oh my, what an effort from Butcher. That was going towards the top corner there. Was it going over? Let's have a look. Well, that was going very much towards the top corner. Ibi Ugrada again. Called into action. I think one of the standout goalkeepers already this season, him and Max Pittman, have been making the most saves. Point I wanted to make, sorry, that no team has had more penalties than United. They've had 7 so far in 3 match days. What's a worrying sign, though, is that they've actually missed more than they've scored. They've missed 4 in total, scored only 3. Keep an eye on the switch of play that Daniel might find there. Instead goes to Kamara. And he can't keep the ball. That's going to fall back to Joe Bennett, who comes very close to placing that in. Cleared off the line there by Daniel. Junior. Bennett would be offside. No foul there on Ruben Junior's in some discomfort. See how he falls there on his left foot. Did not look nice at all.
That's the ref.
He may have rolled his ankle there by the looks of it. He comes off and Ryan Tunnicliffe comes on. Ian Lehman having a word there. It's a ref challenge that's coming. It's a bit late from M5. I'm surprised they didn't throw it earlier.
Okay, we've got a challenge for a potential foul before the offside.
They felt like Ruben Jr. was fouled. I can understand why. It did look like a foul. Also from the injury that he...
Okay, so we have challenge successful. The foul occurs before the offside. Free kick red.
Free kick for M5, challenge successful. That's on Callum Butcher, that one. That means that they do keep the flag, M5. They can then challenge again during the game. That's how you use a challenge, isn't it? Foul before the offside is what Steve Hughes was saying. Well, free kick here, Joe Bennett and Michael Hill over it. Can they bend this towards United's goal? Bennett takes! And Bennett scores! That's Joe Bennett's third goal of the season, and right now he is the league goal scorer for M5. He just found the gap, didn't he, in the wall? Joe Bennett there, fancied a cross. But this is only game 3 of the evening tonight. We have still got Gold Devils versus Prime. They're up next. They'll be bringing all the noise, no doubt. And speaking of bringing the noise, and a ruckus. Ruckus taken on NDL in game 5. Then we close out the night of Depot Trio against Wembley Rangers. Michael Hill, who scored the second for M5. Tunnicliffe. Addison Garnett. And Poku. Cadell Daniel, that's a brilliant turn. Couldn't get past the frame of Cadell Daniel. Here's Kieran Freeman. Only for so long. Alito, and too heavy there. It's just been little moments there from United that haven't been good enough. A minute and a half away from the game changer in the first half. Question for you, chat. Will Prime go 4 weeks from 4, unbeaten. Bennett has a shot, deflection and in. And the reaction from Angry Ginge tells you all you need to know. Joe Bennett gets his 4th for the season. He's come off the back of Mehdi Alito. He's completely affected the original shot, which has kept, or caught I should say, Hubert Graychick off his mark, and M5 lead 4 goals to 1. This would be a first, by the way. M5 have never beaten United across the previous 2 seasons of Baller League.
1 minute, 2 game changer.
Feels like a game changer is needed for United at this point. Josh Emmanuel on now. Bostock. What a pass that is, by the way, into Emmanuel. Save out for a corner. 2nd corner of the game. What a pass that is, by the way. Found the gap. But Miller Rodney couldn't find the finish. Baptiste, what's he going for there? Shows how confident. Well, for these M5 players are feeling. We are heading into our first half game changer. Here we go.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
3 play will be our first half game changer here.
3 versus 3 teams, many but do not have to select a goalkeeper. Substitution errors are penalised if they affect the game. Each attacking phase penalised.
It's a 3v3. Goalkeepers aren't needed, but are often used on the defensive side. Substitution errors are penalised if they affect the game. You get 30 seconds per attack here to try and make the most of it. So far, 3 players giving us the 2nd most goals of any game changer this season. 14 from previous weeks. And only 1 goal tonight so far. Here we go. Daniel, Kamara, and Boku. Kamara. Can he find the finish? Was he going to go to his teammate, Daniel? I think they're out of time. They might have actually got away with that one. Looks in some real pain there, Addison Garnett. He's actually hurt his knee more than anything. So a ref challenge is coming. I believe they're trying to argue a handball potentially. But it happened after the time had run out, so I don't think the challenge is going to go ahead there.
Challenge for the ball being struck before the timer reached 30
Okay, let's have a look then.
seconds.
This is the interesting part. Did it happen after the 30 seconds or during? So yeah, it does hit the hand. But what time did it happen on the clock? That is the question. We obviously can't see that right now. Here we go then, right. Perfect angle there. As you can see, it comes after the timeout, which is correct. so it won't stand.
The challenge is unsuccessful. The timer had reached 0. Therefore, the play was over.
You only get 30 seconds per attack on 3 play. That was after the timer came. And if it was in the timer, they very much have had a point there, and they may have had a penalty. That is the challenge that has been thrown and gone now. Junior. Michael, surely there's an extra pass, which there is. Akambi can't score. And there's no goalkeeper. It's an easy finish for Miller Rodney. There's one back. Well, Tyler Miller Rodney, he's on for a hat-trick, by the way. What a lovely little touch that is over the head of Michael Hill. And a very easy finish. It'll be the easiest one he'll ever get, I think, this season. Minute gone. United also at 1 corner flag away from a penalty. They've kind of been called the penalty kings in some ways, because they've won so many of them this season. Great save there. Chance to break away again. There's no goalkeeper. Miller Rodney off target. That should have been a hat-trick. I don't know how it wasn't. Bennett. It can be again now for M5. And we're going to get 30 seconds per attack here in 3 play. Akambi's got time and space to shoot. And he's just bagged himself a goal. A wild card for this week. Looking to make his mark, so he gets an invite back next time round. Straight over with Jens Lehmann and back to United. There's no goalkeeper in. If Ibby fancies it, takes a deflection. Needs to be cleared off the line by Daniel. Just about. And pocket. Daniel. There's your corner. 3 corners. Penalty number 8 of the season for United. But as I was saying at the top of the game, they've missed more penalties than they've scored this season. Can he be the difference though? Cadell Daniel. He's looking for his 6th goal of the season. He can, through the legs of Ugrado. Cadell Daniel gets a 3rd of the game. They're only 2 behind now. Placed that one perfectly, didn't it? Through the legs of the goalkeeper. They don't come sweeter than that. Akambi for a 2nd. Great save from Grayshik. 28 seconds left. Akambi! Another deflection. Came from Manuel, that one. That's going to be a first corner on the restart of corners for M5. Remember, they have scored a penalty already earlier in this game from Michael Hill. Cannot lose possession here. He will get punished. There's no goalkeeper in for United. They might have just punished themselves. He's got to pass the ball, Kamara. He doesn't need a teammate. 5-4. And we've had 9 goals in 1 half of football here. Well, as soon as he didn't take the pass into Aduwa, he kind of felt like Kamara had to score that. With 1 second left on the clock. 5-4. 9 goals in 1 game. What a half of football. And there we have it. Michael off target, and at the halfway point, N5 are still just about in front. 9 goals between the two. It's N5 that leave United 5 goals to 4.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm with the one and only Saka-san in the building, going crazy with Prime FC, but we're not talking Prime FC, man. We're talking Fortnite, bro. How you been? How you feeling?
Good, bro. Feeling good.
Yeah, man. One thing I want to know is, do you know what a bot is?
Yeah, I know about it, yeah.
Man, I treat every team like bots out there, bro. So we want to know, who is the biggest bot team you faced all season?
I say Rockers FC, man. They're the bots.
Why though?
A lot of talk outside the pitch. I think on the pitch is men against boys, so...
Calvin, you hearing that? I'm CC, you hearing that?
Yeah, oh, you know, I heard that loud and clear. But hey, Saka-san, you've been flawless. You've been wiping out the league. You've been winning all your games so far, and you've been doing your thing on the pitch, which is what I like to be seeing. But when it comes to the meat and bones of it, are you going to be choking?
Nah, we're not going to be doing that, man. Pause as well, but yeah, we're not.
Yeah, because usually when it comes to, you know, when you're high flying, you're relaxed, you're feeling a bit, some people can get a little bit complacent. How are you going to make sure that you're still doing your thing on the pitch, man?
I think, A, we're all good players that are, you know, responsible and smart, but at the same time, we've got top coaches, man. Good manager, good coach that stays on top of us and has to be humble.
That's it. That's Saka-san. Let's dance, let's boogie. See it there.
Liverpool Baller League is coming to you on the 20th and 27th of April. You can get your tickets now, and it's at the M&S Bank Arena. Come on, Lobs.
That's right. They do say Liverpool brings the best atmosphere in football, but we want to see it for ourselves when we bring Baller League on the road, 20th and 27th of April. We will be there. Get your tickets now. Oh, boys, did we expect a game of that quality, that magnitude here? 9 goals in the first half. We saw Jens just at the end there fuming. They looked like they were going to run away with it at one point.
Being 4-1 up 12 minutes in, and then coming into half-time 3 minutes later, 5-4, I'd be fuming too. I feel like they had a good hold of the game in that first 12 minutes when open play, but when it came to the free play, M5 just showed their inexperience when it came to game changes, and it's 5-4 now. It's anyone's game to win, man. And I understand why he's annoyed.
Yes, when you look at that game and you say like N5 had the foothold, it almost had that result in the bag, you think. Shows the never say die attitude of United.
It shows why they're called game changers. And it shows why you cannot afford to switch off for even a second in this league. But can I just say this, right? This has been an amazing advert today for Baller League so far. All 3 of our games so far have been classics. Community getting their first win, SDS with an incredible comeback, and now this. I mean, let's see how the second half plays out. But any way this kind of gets ended, whether it's a United come from behind win or N5 winning yet another one, this is one of the best days of Baller League I can remember for a long time.
N5 feel like they're getting hot at the right time, don't they?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, they're starting to click into gear at the right time of the season. I think that's really big for them because they had a tough start to the season. Jens was very clear in saying that, but if they can start to get a few wins, starting from today as well, too, to follow up on what they did last week, who knows, man? N5 were a surprise last year. They could do something again this year.
No doubt about it. Chunks, very quick. Who wins?
I say United.
Ooh, United.
I'm sticking with N5. I'm sticking with N5.
Soon. We like this. Guys, second half's on the way now.
Well, 9 goals we saw in the first half between these two. Let's see what the second half brings. As it stands, M5 led by Jens Lehmann. Now leading 5 goals to 4. It could be 2 weeks on the bounce for them with wins. Or are we going to see United go unbeaten after 4 weeks here? We're underway. And Rodney fell that one. Who has been superb, by the way. I think he certainly winded that. Let's make sure he's all right. He certainly fell that one. We're off the tee off there. Davies with the shot. Looks like he's all right to play on there, just winded. Freeman. Offside. Two of the players in the starting six in the second half were also in action earlier today. It is National Non-League Day today. Kieran Freeman was part of a 2-1 win for Alfreighton Town. And wearing the number 5 shirt, who's gone to collect the ball now for M5, was Fisher, who started in a 1-1 draw for Sittingbourne. Over 100+ players all playing, of course, in the lower leagues of English football. And also balancing football here on a Monday night. Miller Rodney very nearly had a hat-trick there. That one came off the woodwork. That would have made us at 5-5. Bennett. Into the hands of United's goalkeeper. Chat, remember after this one, Primer in town. But can Mark Goldbridge's Gold Devils stop them? There's also a bit of a wager on that game as well, because if Goldbridge loses, he's going to wear an Arsenal shirt, and if KSI loses, he's wearing a Spurs shirt. Should make quite the viewing. If you're wondering as well, there is no pressure point after game 3 because we've already played pressure point. It was before we kicked off match 1. NDL winners of that with Kevin Vegan, who's back tonight as a wild card. Sandra Kamara might need his boot. Kamara then, some frustration in the dugouts. Davies. Was he fouled? There's your ref challenge. It was given anyway, they picked it up. The foul was given, the foul was given. No challenge there. I think they got away with that one, the ref didn't see them throw it down. Right, Bennett scored from this earlier. Is he about to score another? Be a hat-trick, by the way, for Joe Bennett tonight, this will be, if he can score from here. Can he find the back of the net? Bennett over it for a hat-trick! On the rebound, good double save or not? Goal goes in for Kieran Freeman. He was quickest to react. Bennett with a shot, Freeman with the quickest to react. I thought Gracie got there with a little tip around the post, but he was unable to do so. 6-5. So a 6-4 N5 lead, a 2-goal advantage again. Canby will bring that one back. Qureshi there in possession. Already played 9 minutes today against Toby Bull. Goalkeeper of Prime that's in action next. mean, there's been some great games tonight, Chow. What has been your highlight of the night so far? We've had at least 7 goals in game 1, 8 goals in game 2, 10 already in this one. What's been your standout game? We can see all your messages coming through in the chat. A lot of NDL fans, a lot of Prime fans. And you can't wait for that game when those two teams go head to head. Prime versus NDL, this place is going to erupt. Vision's goalkeeper's been the highlight for you. He's been superb, hasn't he? Frankie Leonard scoring 2 and probably the goal of the night so far. Who's going to score a hat-trick first? Joe Bennett, who's offside, not him, as of yet. Aduwa. Daniel, who was fouled. Now will be clawed back. I think it will be a free kick just out on the edge of the box if it is given, which it is. Right, Bostock over this and Daniel. M5 do have a challenge if they didn't feel like that was a fair decision there. Daniel's over this. Does he go for the direct shot? There's 3 players on the wall and near enough on the line. Good to see Ruben Jr. back on the pitch as well after that. Like a bit of a horrible fall on his ankle. We're trying to make it difficult now for Ibi. Daniel plays short to Bostock! Through the gap! And a really well-worked free kick. Just watch the dummy there. I don't know if he meant it or not from Miller Rodney, but it works as a decoy for him. 6-5. And it's an 11-goal thriller. We've still got 9 minutes left. Offside. Not sure where that one was going. We can hear the United Ultras going against the NDL Ultras, and then you've got Prime as well next to them. The comment box is starting to fill up in its various groups of fans now, which we love to see. What a pass. Miller Rodney! Hat-trick hero! Miller Rodney backs a hat-trick. And sends the United Ultras into the ultimate celebration. But there is a challenge for M5. Was he offside or not? Just get a good view here. You can see the United Ultras there. To the right of them, you've got the yellow wall. But before that, was he offside or not? Right, let's have a watch of this. No. Even more so, Joe Bennett keeps him on, I believe.
Challenge unsuccessful, goal awarded.
Challenge unsuccessful. And there's the reaction. From Angry Ginge, 6-6. And we've still got a game changer around the corner, by the way.
It's crazy, and the next goal is going to make it 6-7. Are we going to see it?
Chest. Daniel. It goes all the way through. A two with the back post. Bostock. 7-6. United leads. What an unbelievable game of football. N5 have collapsed. So the pressure of United. A lot of them might be on their way to be unbeaten on 4 weeks. Look at that reaction. John Bostock's bagged a second in the game. And there's the contrast I was trying to make. Look, yellow wall was here. United's there. The cover box starting to divide. You can see the orange shirts as well of Prime FC. They're going to be making some noise, no doubt, in their next game. Right, back underway here now.
Keza!
Thirteen goals in this one. Three minutes away from that second half game changer where no doubt there'll be even more goals. Do well, eventually winning United a throw in there, just in their own half. Bennett fouled. Bennett over this. Hits it. Well, the biggest scoreline I've ever had in Baller League in here in the UK in our history is 17 goals. It was a 9-8 win for treble against the 26ers all the way back in season 1. Match day 11 it was. And Arsenal behind the final 4. I mean, with the game changer around the corner of how this game is going, it might be for a new record. There's been over 40 shots in this game already. Bennett, surely not.
One
One minute away from this game changer. Chat, what we're going to get? We haven't had one-on-one so far tonight. Could this be the game to do so? Bostock. And Davies battling out. Cadell Daniel. It can be. Finds Junior, will switch back on his left foot. Fake the shot originally, maybe slow it down a bit too much there. "20 seconds away. Akambi with the shots. And Grayshik with a save. That's a second corner. They're one corner away, M5. That could be a chance for them to tie the game up in the game changer, depending what we get. 10 seconds. You might as well have a shot.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's going to do us. Game changer.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
The line will be our second half game changer. Basically, long story short, if you shoot from behind the offside line and it goes in, the goal will count as double. We nearly saw that from Joshua Abbott and SDS in our last game tonight. He just scored just in front of the offside line. A yard back, it would have counted as double. Only a select few players have been brave enough and good enough to score from that range. Well, Angry Ginger apparently wasn't too happy with the game changer. This was his reaction as it came in. I think that tells you more than you need to know. Apologies for passionate language there coming out from Angry Ginger. He probably wanted one-on-one. Or at least fair play. Can United hold on to this? Can they score another one? Maybe so! Kamara! 8-6! Well, he wasn't happy about the game changing, but be happy about the score. You have to remember in this game, by the way, M5 were leading at one point. Four goals to one. You get a goal from behind the line, we're all square. Can we see it? Kamara. Oh, I'll tell you what, good feet. Davies has a shot, good save on the rebound. That would have been a corner if not. A minute and a half played. There's another deflection. That one goes up for a kick on the far-hand side of the pitch. Well, we may have conceded 6 goals, but he certainly still played his part. United's number one. A minute left. One more goal for United, you feel like would certainly keep them in a safe distance, even if they did score from behind the line. .45 seconds away. United unbeaten after 4 this will be. They might not have won every game, but they're in the top 4. And this result will put them second as it stands. Obviously, we still have Prime and NDL still to play. It's a great ball towards the back post. Four seconds left, that will do us. And a full-time result. What a great result for United. 4-1 down to 8-6 winners. They're unbeaten in 4 games, and we are seeing the season 1 United come back to their best. Incredible scenes. And another win for United. 3 wins in 4, they're still unbeaten, and they are in the top 4 as it stands. Well, look, that's game 3 concluded. Let's head down to the studio with Josh and Chunks.